Hey friends, welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. On this channel, we utilize the cash envelope system. And today we're going to be doing a cash unstuffing. So if you're interested in all things money or savings related, then please stick around. Well, hello friends, welcome back again. Today we're going to be doing a cash unstuffing, and I have everything written out on my iPad, so let me grab that. I will say again, if you guys missed my last few videos, I did get a new camera. Well, my husband got me a camera for our anniversary, and I'm still learning how it works. And one of the things that it does that kind of like I'm trying to figure out what to do about it is that it autofocuses a lot. And because I move my hands a lot and I go like up here and then I go down here and then I go down here, it's like trying to focus on my hand. So I'm going to try really hard to move my hands a little bit less and keep them lower as opposed to like up here, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so I have my items that I need to unstuff written out. I do want to mention in this video, because I haven't mentioned it in a while, I want to talk about Fetch. So Fetch is a program that you scan your receipts and you just snap pictures of them, and then those receipts are turned into points, and then you can redeem those points for gift cards. It works for any receipt. You get a minimum of 25 points, and then there are bonuses if there's certain things that you buy that they have a special on. I don't even really pay attention to that. If I happen to scan a receipt and it's like, oh, I got a bonus because I bought this type of candy or something like that, then cool. But I don't buy things intentionally just to get the bonus if I wasn't going to buy them in the first place, if that makes sense. But I will put my referral code here on the screen. It's also always in my description box below. And if you sign up, I believe they're running a special right now. If you sign up using my code, this is free, by the way, in case you were wondering. If you sign up using my code, I get a few extra points, and I think it's 4,000 points for signing up right now. To put that in perspective, 5,000 points is roughly worth $5, depending on what store. But yeah, I've redeemed lots of gift cards using Fetch, and receipts are something that you're always going to have. So, I mean, I have no problem scanning them and earning a little something on the stuff I'm already buying. Anyway, so let's get into my cash unstuffing. So I have everything written out here. I did switch to try to using more cash this week. I will say it was kind of 50-50 as I'm kind of getting back into using mostly cash. I was still using my card and just unstuffing all of my purchases because I was trying to earn this points bonus. Well, I have gotten that. That's done. So I do want to move back over to mostly using cash. So let's get into my wallet, and I do have some things to unstuff there. Thank you guys all for the nice comments on my last few videos about my YouTube paycheck that I got, my first one. So if you're here watching, thank you so much, because you have made it possible for me to earn a little money off YouTube and have a little side hustle. So thank you so much for that. It was just such a cool thing to be able to record that video. It was definitely very meaningful for me. And, you know, I've been recording since about a year ago, November of last year. And so to see it finally, like, something pay off from it is really cool. I do enjoy doing cash stuffing. It is hard though to like find the time to set aside to record, to plan, to edit and post everything and like do the thumbnails and all of that. I do have it down pretty well now, but it does take me a solid afternoon and evening to get it all done. So thank you guys so much for watching those ads, subscribing, commenting, like all of that just supports me a lot. So thank you. All right, so in the unstuffing, I'm pulling $10 out of grocery. Let me grab my cash tray. Let's see here. And I don't have my nails done. I'm sorry. I'm waiting until right before we go to Disney, which is in just 3 days. Today's Saturday, and we're going on Tuesday. So I want to do them like right before we leave. So I'm letting my nails breathe for a little bit and then I'm going to do them probably Tuesday morning. Anyway, grocery, I'm taking $10 out. I ran into Whole Foods one day and bought like one thing. So, one or two things. Eating out, I know I said I was hoping that we weren't going to spend this. And actually, to be fair, we didn't actually spend it last week. We spent it yesterday. And usually I do my my videos on Friday. I do my cash stuffing, I do my unstuffing, I do my budget with me usually. But it is now Saturday night. Yesterday got away from me. And so last night we ended up grabbing Chick-fil-A because it had just been a crazy busy day and neither of us wanted to cook. So we grabbed Chick-fil-A and there was one more thing I put in Eat Out this week. I think we might have grabbed a coffee, which is unusual for us. We don't usually do that. But so $30 coming out of Eat Out, but I still have a little bit left. So taking out 30 and I'll have 10 left. So it's actually kind of rare that I have money left in any of my envelopes. So I will be rolling some over, or not rolling some over. I'm going to redistribute them to some other envelopes. And that is all that is coming out of my wallet as far as what I've spent. Now, I think since this week I didn't totally spend all the money in my wallet, I'm going to leave this in here and until I film my cash stuffing, and that way I can go over what I have left and how I'm going to reallocate that money. So for now, I'm going to set this to the side. And let's cross off grocery and eating out. So the total that we're looking for today is $275. Sometimes I kind of miss pen and paper. I do really like GoodNotes, but there's something about pen and paper, like actual, that I sometimes miss. So you might see me incorporate that here and there because I love my iPad. I'm glad I got it. It's been super useful, but sometimes I do just miss like pen and paper. So, all right, next is going to be Disney. So I'm not unstuffing much from here, $15. I bought a pair of earrings that I found at TJ Maxx, and I had seen them over the summer actually in Michigan. And I didn't buy them because I was like, I don't need them. Like I don't need them. But I have thought about them ever since then. And they look like a pumpkin spice latte. And instead of a pumpkin, like on the label, it has a orange Mickey. And it has like whipped cream on top. And it's Bauble Bar, if you guys are familiar with that. They carry them at Target, that brand. And I love all their earrings. They're kind of like over the top. And I'm not a big jewelry person, but I do enjoy like big earrings. I don't really wear like necklaces or bracelets or really rings besides these two. And this is new, like 2 weeks ago. So since we're going to Disney during fall and like one of my outfits is kind of like a reddish, orangish color, I was like, I really want those earrings. So I happened to find them, and so I bought them. I knew I really wanted them because I couldn't, like, I kept thinking about them. That's a telltale sign for me, and probably really anybody. Like, if you think about something for a while after you've seen it, you probably, like, actually really wanted it. And it's not a need, of course, but I knew that it wasn't, like, a fleeting type of thought. Like, I actually wanted to have it. So, anyway, I got those earrings, and that was $15. So, there's $505 left in Disney, and I'm going to be stuffing it again before we go. But we're pretty much set with Disney. Next, we're going to go into my short-term binder. Let's cross off Disney. And quite a few envelopes are going to be pulled from in here. Let me just move a couple things here so I have some more room. So my dogs, I had to order my Luna like a donut, basically a cone, and I found one on Amazon. I had seen a lot of these. It's almost like a pillow, like an inflatable pillow that goes around their neck, and it looks like a donut, and it actually has, like, the cover is a donut with sprinkles, and that was $20. I ordered that for her. She's had some hot spots on her feet after we came back from Hawaii, and I don't know if it was, like, just her being anxious that we were gone, but we want to try to get her to stop licking them. So yeah, we got that. So we're going to try that out. So $20 coming out of dogs, and I don't have 20. So I'm going to break this 50 and put 30 back in here. So we have 40 left in pups. Next in here is going to be beauty. My husband got his monthly haircut. He also goes every 2 weeks for a cleanup, but that is free of charge. So if you hear me talk about him getting his haircut a lot, it is once a month, but then every 2 weeks he gets like his neck cleaned up and everything, and that's included in the haircut price always. So we're pulling 40 out of here. 50. So that's everything. 20, 40, and 50. All right, and already updated my trackers as usual. Next, I'm going to be pulling from toiletries, and I think I forgot to erase something. Yeah, I did. Toiletries, I had put that I was pulling 25, but I'm only pulling 20 because that's all that's in here. I bought a hair product from Sam's Club that was like 23 something, but I only had 20 in here, so that's fine because a lot of my other envelopes that I pulled money from were not the actual amount. I usually always round up. I don't do like exact. If it was $8.14, I pull $10. You know, I don't do dollar bills. Like it annoys me. So, okay. So toiletries was 20 that we pulled out. And then lastly, we're going to be pulling from health in this binder, and that's going to be 55. So 20, 40, 60, and I'm going to take this 5. So yeah, 15 left in health. And so something cool that my husband just told me, so it's about to be open enrollment time for our insurance, so we can adjust the amount that we're adding into our FSA for the new year. So we are going to increase that because we get allergy medicine, we have medication, we have doctor's visits, and then every 2 years my husband gets glasses, and he has a pretty intense prescription and has to get really specific lenses that are pretty pricey. So we definitely want to add extra to the FSA this year to account for that. So I am going to sit down before we decide on the amount and kind of calculate what our expected FSA expenses are and or medical expenses, and then calculate how much we'll need per check to contribute to the FSA in order to pay for that. Something that is cool that they did announce at his work is that FSAs are now you're going to be able to roll them over. So before any money we put in the FSA, we had to use it by December 31st. And if we didn't, it was gone. And so sometimes like last year we hadn't used it. And so by the end of the year, we were like scrambling to buy things that we didn't really need. So that felt like kind of a waste. So it would have been nice to roll that money over because this year we ran out early. So hopefully that will be helpful going forward. I think it will. So also with that being said, there might be a slight decrease in what I'm cash stuffing because if we're putting more in the FSA, that means the take home is less, but it is pre-tax. So there might be a slight adjustment in what we're seeing go in there. All right, so that is it for my short term. I'm telling you, having to unstuff money from my health binder like every week is making me really appreciate having the FSA and miss, having money in it. So it's definitely valuable. I'm going to cross off the ones that we've done. And these ones are kind of all over the place because I added a couple after the fact. So I forgot one thing that I need to unstuff is my husband gave me $10 of his fun money because he bought some video game stuff. So he gave me 10. So let me cross that off. And then in my short-term binder, this is a little bit written backwards. So we're going to start with shopping. I bought a couple things. I got, I can't even think right now. I went to Home Goods and they had this really awesome, I was not looking for it, I just happened to find this, but it was basically like a portable charcuterie board, and you're probably like, all charcuterie boards are portable. This one had like a snap-on lid. And so it was by Farberware. And the base is like a really pretty like wooden bamboo tray. And then it has like a clip-on plastic lid that's kind of raised, which is really nice because whenever I have to transport a board of any type, it's kind of like treacherous because you're like having to wrap it a million times in plastic wrap and like hoping everything stays in place. And so that's something that I take a lot of times if we are invited over to someone's house, or something that I'll make in advance if we're going to have guests. So to have something with a lid, I was like, I really want this. It was $20 or $25, I think. And then I also got like the cheese knives. I've never had those. So I kind of got my own little charcuterie set at Home Goods. So that was a couple of the things that I bought, and I was happy to be able to do that with a little bit of my YouTube money that I had stuffed in my last cash stuffing. So we're going to take 50, 20, 40. I'm going to take some of these fives. 45, 50. Okay. Awesome. All right, so we took from shopping. Next is going to be gifts. Just taking 10 from here. I bought some flowers and some chocolates for a friend of mine and brought them to her. So just 10 coming out of gifts. Fix that. And then, and honestly, I was shocked because I went to Whole Foods for the flowers because that was near where I needed to meet her. And Whole Foods is not cheap, but I got a really pretty bouquet it was, I don't know if it was like a special that week, but I got a very pretty bouquet for $5.99. And I was like, usually you wouldn't find a price like that except like at Trader Joe's. So I was really happy with that. And then I got a nice chocolate bar. So $10 and it made her happy. So that was good. And then hobbies, we're pulling out 5. My husband ordered a couple Pokemon cards on Mercari. That's kind of his thing. He buys a lot of cards on Mercari and eBay. He also sells a lot of cards. So I think he had like $4.71 that he spent on Mercari. So we're pulling out 5 from hobbies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually if he buys anything online and it's a small amount, he'll just leave it for when I do my unstuffing and let me pull money from his hobbies envelope. If he is buying something like more substantial, I guess you would say, then he'll give me cash right away and or like leave it on my desk. So I have it ready for my unstuffing. Okay. And that is all we are unstuffing today. So we should have $275. So we're going to add that up just for, because I want to. We're going to cross off all of these so that my list is done. And let's add up all of this money. And I'm going to move this so I have a little bit more room. I've been playing around with the idea of moving my setup. I do have a desk. I have a desk right behind me, but I have my laptop set up there, and I also do my hair there. It's my desk / my vanity. It's a big desk, but like I work there. There's a lot of stuff on it. And so I don't want to have all my like lighting and my camera like equipment and all of that stuff always on my desk because I use it for so many other things. And that's why I've always recorded here on top of this laundry basket, in case you guys didn't know. And there's probably better lighting at my desk, and there's definitely more like room. I could have the camera farther away and show more space. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do that or not. We'll see. You might see a change, but I don't know. I'm also it's hard for me to like make changes. Like I'm used to this already, and that's kind of just what I want to keep doing, but I also want to make it as good as possible for you guys. So we'll see. Just throwing that out there. All right. So let's count this up. I have 50, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is correct. 275, that is the amount that we were looking for. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you for sticking with me for this cash unstuffing. I hope that you enjoyed. If you made it to the end and you haven't already done so, please make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and also leave me a coffee emoji in the comments so that I know that you made it to the end. Again, I thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.